Friday morning, I woke up at 11:45 and I went straight to the bathroom. I don't have a proper skincare routine, it's like really bad, but that's the thing about being broke. I went to have breakfast and I freaking hate cooking, so I just had whatever was in the fridge and it actually looked pretty good. For dessert, I had some Dutch milk. Let's look at the view. So usually it doesn't look this nice. I had a shower and wore the exact same outfit I wear in almost every single video, and look at the flowers my cousin got. Here's me putting on 50 kilograms of makeup. Fun fact, I'm actually like a professional catfish. I started making my TikToks and honestly, like my videos are so embarrassing. It was 5 o'clock by this time. I was a little hungry, so I had some snacks. I'm trying to be healthier, so I had some spinach and cucumbers, which were disgusting. And then I sat down to edit my videos, and when I was done, it was around 8 o'clock. So I had some mandarins and then my lunch, which is technically my dinner, but like this is my second meal of the day, so it's lunch. I had some Sprite afterwards. Hopefully I don't get acne. Here's me pretending to do my max work. I read the first sentence and I had like no clue what I was supposed to do, so I had to do what I had to do. My mom came home with some Dynamore and Lindt. I'm always so excited when she comes. I made Yash record me opening my Lindt.
No, this is Trump's granddaughter, Kai Trump.
I spent the rest of my night scrolling on my phone. By the time I went to sleep, it was like 3 a.m. or like 4 a.m. The next morning, I woke up later than ever, and the first thing I had was these wafers, which is so unhealthy. And then my dad came and he plated our food because I'm miserable in the food department. I watched the bridesmaids afterwards, and then my mom came home and she started cooking. She noticed that I was recording, so she pulled out the fruit platter that she cut up. It's gonna be gone by the end of the day. And then my brother's girlfriend came. She brought these diffusers, which I thought was adorable. We were like trying to figure out how to use it, so these were the two ways that we did it. I don't know if it worked. And then I had this puff pastry. I thought it had chocolate in it, but it's just a savory dish. My cousin was cleaning her wardrobe and she found a bunch of money. I've never seen those in so long. And she also found these keychains. And then we left to go pick up my cousin at the airport. Apparently the kids love flowers, so we stopped by at the florist, and these were the flowers that we picked. There were so many flowers. I was so in love. It smelled so heavenly in there. I just wanted to buy every single thing there, but I'm not made out of money, sadly. Also, I'm wearing an abaya that my cousin gifted to me. There was a huge bouquet in the middle of the shop that they were apparently giving away for free. We waited for a couple minutes for them to basically make the bouquet. These were supposed to be for two tiny little kids. We were like running a little bit late, so by the time we got there, like we couldn't meet up with them at the gate. They were sitting at the food court and we had to go find them. There were like way more people than I expected there, so my social anxiety literally kicked in. Anyhow, we went to pick out some food and we didn't like anything at the first place we checked out, so we went to Secret Recipe because they had like the best cheesecake ever. Yash bought some lychee iced tea, which I thought was absolutely disgusting, and someone brought some pizza. Right after we were done eating, we saw a rat in Pizza Hut, and my dad works in the airport, so he was like taking pictures. I'm like never eating there. Also, I learned a new Chinese word, lihai, which means impressive. My cousin had to go check in, so we went to the bathroom to check ourselves. Well, I went there to look in the mirror because, my hijab literally like turns upside down if I don't check myself, so I always make sure to do it. We went downstairs to the checking area and it was like 11 o'clock. I was so freaking exhausted. I was standing for so long. And then we went to the waiting area. Here's how it looks like for anyone wondering. It's just a huge room with a bunch of chairs. Nothing that impressive. My dad was a little emotional seeing my cousin's son because he resembles my brother. My cousin had to go board the flight. It was like 12 o'clock by then. I was so tired and I had school the next morning, so we went straight home.
Favorite uncle.
The airport was almost empty. Like, look at this place. Nobody. Well, there's some people here, but like in general, there were so few people. My dad wanted to go by bus, but we wanted to go on a car, so we had to wait for so long to get a car. I was so done. Like, I went straight to bed. The next morning, I woke up at 8 o'clock with 5 hours of sleep, and I went straight to school. It was raining, so my mom bought an umbrella. After class, I went to the store to get some food because I didn't have breakfast. This was me on the way there. I had some mago, which is, of course, unhealthy, but like it tasted good, and some spicy chips. I don't know. That's just so whitewashed of me. Anyways, I went back to class. I'm not really allowed to record in the school, so I'm like recording outside. I took my friend to the bus stop and I asked my mom to pick me up at the bus stop.
This is the disgusting AC unit in Billabong School.
Aminimago is like so pretty most of the time. Like, look at that. And then there was the Eiffel Tower, the Maldivian Eiffel Tower. My mom finally came to pick me up and look at the view. Shockingly beautiful. The lift wasn't working, so I had to go up the stairs. I finally got to have a good meal, which is Riha, my mom made, and then some Fanta and chocolate. Obviously, I'm not healthy anymore. But that's a freaking bird. I've never seen a bird like this ever in my life. I don't know why, but it was scared of me. I thought it couldn't see me because I was behind glass. I spent the rest of my night eating and I got yelled at for it, and then I went to bed. On Monday, I couldn't wake up early enough. I spent the rest of the day recording. We're gonna use this bread. I don't know where it's from, but we're gonna use this. I couldn't find a cutting board, so.
You thought this vlog was gonna be fun. No, I have my exams in like a month, which is why I'm not doing anything much. And yes, I'm wearing the same thing I wore a few days ago, because I can.
By the time I was done recording and editing, it was like 6, 7 o'clock at night. At this point, I was gonna stop recording, but the next day it rained like so much. I don't know why the speedboat was like departing because there's literally a yellow alert. My mom came in the freaking rain and look at the flooding. It's not normal to have this much amount of water. I was honestly having the time of my life. Like, it was so fun. Like, it's like you were in a water park. But to be fairly honest, the water is like disgusting. It should be like clear, but it's brown. I don't know why.
Mama! That's so funny. Ew.
We finally got home, and the whole time I was thinking about the rats that live there. Like, ew.